George, you're also an exporter. What to make of that recommendation that at least a lot all sugar produced for the coming crop year for domestic use, essentially limiting quota allocation for the U.S.? How will this impact the sector?
I think that is very prudent in view of the fact that there's demand for the local consumer and also for the exporters. But what had transpired the past week, it's very positive with President BBM taking this, looking at this matter, and he was able to convince the players to bring down the price at a reasonable level. I think that's very crucial, because otherwise, if the price of sugar was so high, it's an input cost to manufacturing, to beverages, and the cost is transferred to the consumer. So we're happy that the domestic sugar that will be allocated for export will be given priority for the local users.
Okay. Sir, are you convinced that there is a shortfall, no, according at least to beverage makers, but it seems that this shortfall is artificial due to hoarding, or is there really a shortfall due to production and supply constraints as well?
From what I've read and from what I've heard, it looks like we cannot use a big brass stroke and say that our country is facing a shortage. Maybe in some areas, wherein because of logistic issue, because of poor projection, they have been experiencing shortage. But I wouldn't say that it's across the whole country that there's a shortage, because apparently we're moving into the harvest season, and there will be new crop, there will be new sugar available. So it's I think to move forward is really coordinating with the milling and also with the users of sugar.
Sir, as you know, a person that sits, of course, in the Exporters Federation, how important is sugar as one of our export commodities? It's very difficult to think that we need to import sugar, diba, when we should be one of the ones exporting. Sir, wouldn't this limit, of course, the exporters from continuing their businesses if we need to keep supplying domestically plus import pa?
What's important really, Denise, is for the local exporters to be competitive. Our cost of sugar compared to, let's say, our ASEAN neighbors, we're almost double. And if that were the cost input for the exporters, then that makes them less competitive. Okay? So that's one, I think, is of key importance, wherein the price should be at the price wherein we're not saying that traders or the mills should be losing money, but the price of realistically should be much lower than what is the present market price right now.
Okay, so even, sir, for our exporters, but it's expensive for other countries buying our sugar. Sir, give us a feel of how dire, if so, the situation is for the beverage makers. Coca-Cola already saying critical level for their needs. Is it too late already to be importing, especially if it's going to take a month now just to get the supply in?
At this point in time, after viewing your previous Senate hearing, there seems to be some sugar available that either has not been allocated to the market. So I would think that the SRA, now that it's under, of course, it's directly under President BBM, can unlock whatever sugar that's available. No?